I love projects, and especially the planning phase, trying to figure out what project I'm going to work on and starting. I'm always really excited to start new projects, but sometimes I don't necessarily complete them how I imagined, but I still find the projects really helpful. I end up doing a lot of things that maybe I wouldn't have done. So last year I started Revive25 in 2025, where I was going to have 25 mini projects where I would revive some memories. And it started out great. I was reviving lots of memories, but eventually I realized if I spent this much time on reviving memories, I would not finish the book I was in the process of writing. If I look back at one of my early mini projects, which was reviving keen memories, what I had wanted to do for that mini project was to collect the memorabilia, the photos, and put them in a concert album I was in the process of doing. So my concert album was a huge project that I was trying to break down into smaller tasks. But even this one, just doing the keen memories that I was counting as a mini project, really could be 5 to 8 mini projects. Because what I ended up doing was reviving the photos that were in my chronological album. That meant scanning photos. I also had digital photos from concerts I'd been to because I had seen them in concert 11 times. So then it was printing out the digital photos from those concerts. I then collected all the ticket stubs that I had, and some of the digital ones, I didn't have a physical paper, so then I was finding them on my phone or in photos that I was then printing out those ticket stubs. I had quite a few blog posts I wrote about those concerts, so I printed out the blog posts. And I also wanted to take care of videos from those concerts. So I ended up doing 2 highlight videos. But for example, when we went to see the Blue Jays play in the World Series, I don't necessarily want a Blue Jays album. Maybe someday I'll want a sports one of special sports events I've been to. But right now, I just wanted to remember my Blue Jays memories. So I took out our photo albums from the past games we went to. I looked at the ticket stubs. I also looked at digital photos, and that was a mini project. But then I didn't post about it. I didn't put a vlog. I didn't think some of these were worth sharing. When I was doing another project with another band, for example, it was very similar to the Keen one. So having already posted about Keen, I didn't feel like I needed to post about other bands. So when I realized that to revive memories, all we really need to do is think about them, talk about them, look at the photos or videos or mementos that we have, that we don't necessarily have to create a mini project or something tangible. We just want to remember the moments that matter most to us. So a lot of these types of mini projects were happening throughout the year, but I just wasn't vlogging or blogging about them. And I felt that the time I was taking creating the vlogs and blogs to describe what I was working on was also taking time away from the mini projects. So throughout the year, I used nudges to remind me of my memories. And a lot of those nudges came when I was traveling. So for example, we went to the ABBA Museum in Sweden. So that was just great to just revive my memories from childhood. I had a few memories specific to ABBA from when I was young, and really just thinking about it and talking about it revives our memory and it keeps the memories alive. For now, just being reminded of those moments helps to remember, because we remember best when we review our memories. It's kind of like when we were in school, we remember by spaced repetition is what it's called, that you would review over time, that you don't just cram the night before. So this is how this was working, is that I was reviving the memories by reviewing them, by looking at them again. And sometimes that's all that's needed to remember the moments that really matter to us. But we want to revive what adds value. So I was reviving Blue Jays memories as I was going to see the Blue Jays. I was reviving art memories as I was going to an art gallery. I revived Italy memories as I was going to Italy again. So reviving what adds value to our world today, and reviving them a little bit at a time, because reviving memories really is a process. We're always going to be wanting to revive our memories because we keep creating them. But by reviving them a little bit at a time, or as we get a nudge and we're reminded of something, reviving them in that way is really a fun way to add happiness to our present, to connect the moments. And that's really what I wanted to do with the Revive25 in 2025. So that project is complete. I have my, I actually got a list of 25 ways that I revived memories in 2025. But I recognize that it's a process, and that is just to follow the nudges. And when I'm reminded of something, to actually go and revive the meaningful memories that I want to remember.